What do most electricians get wrong about electrical switch system? Find out the surprising truth and how to avoid these common pitfalls, these common mistakes that most electricians do. Electrical solution channel. So on this channel, I teach you electrical tutorials, electrical ideas on how you can do it yourself. So in this video today, we shall be focusing on how to connect or install a 4-gang switch, a proper 4-gang switch. So here with me is a 4-gang, 1-gang, 2-gang, 3-gang, 4-gang. So I'll be giving you a proper detail on how to install this switch properly. Even if you don't have idea on electrical, you can do it because most of you have this at home. Let's assume you have a problem regarding this kind of switch. So in this video, I'll be teaching you how you can solve it without calling an electrician, how you can do it yourself properly. So just stay in touch, and if you are new on this page, on this channel, just click the subscription button. Click it, I'm waiting for you. Click the subscription button. Alright, you've done it. So before we begin this training, I'll be introducing you to some of the tools or materials that will be used for this training today. So here in my right hand is a 4-gang switch. This is a 4-gang switch, electrical 4-gang switch, and this is a lamp. It's a lamp holder. It's a lamp holder that will hold this lamp. Right here is a plier. There's a screwdriver. This is our tape, and here with us, as you can see, the wiring is already done. So now let me explain the wiring for you so you understand it properly. So this is our distribution board. This is our distribution board. So if you look carefully, you will see this black wire is our neutral. This black wire is our neutral. A black cable is called neutral. These are neutral, so it comes from the distribution board directly to this lamp, while this one, which is the red, is called the live cable. The red is the live cable, is the main, the supply that enables this light on. So now the black comes from the distribution board. It moves straight to the closest lamp. It comes to the closest lamp. Now the red goes directly to the switch board. This is where our switch, the 4-gang switch, will be installed. So now, if you've done that, if you've done this, this is a live cable, a red cable. So now, if you've done that, since a 4-gang switch is a kind of switch where all the lamps have their own switch, so you control each lamp with one part of the switch. So now, what I mean by 4-gang is this side that I'm flipping down will be controlled by this lamp. This other one will be controlled by this one. This other one will be controlled by this. This one will be controlled by this separately. So each of these gang here will control each of this lamp. You control it separately. The situation where you can switch this one off, this one will still be on. You switch this one off, this one will still be on. So this is it. So now if you've done that, remember our neutral comes from the distribution board. It comes in here. So now if it is here, you loop the neutral, you pass it from one lamp to the other. So now if you look very well, look at this. Is the neutral. It passes from here, it takes the neutral from here, it comes to this other lamp, it loops as well, comes this other side continuously, then it ends here. So if you've done that, remember this circuit is not complete, and there's no way you connect these two neutral and the light will turn off. There is absolutely no way. So it is the power of the light that will make this circuit to be complete. So what you do, you send your branch. This is our branch, the output from the switch. So it comes from the switch directly to here. Since you want to make this lamp, this switch, control just this lamp, you send it here. You don't loop the red just the way we did with the neutral. It ends on the light you want it. So let's assume you want these two lamps to be controlled by one switch. one gang switch, you loop the red as well to this other side. But since we are not doing that today, this is what we are doing. We are using one line, one gang to control one line. So now what you do next is, after you must have sent this one to here, now the circuit is complete. Remember, this one comes from the distribution board, and this red also, this one, it will pick its line from this one that comes from the distribution board as well. Now, if you join it together, the circuit is complete. We have a complete circuit now. So now, if you've done that, this one here will be controlled by this lamp. And what you do next is, you continue the same thing you did here. You send this red also to control this lamp separately. You repeat the same thing. You repeat the same thing. So look at it here. These are the output. 4 output. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be controlled by this switch separately. This is the supply that powers it. So if you've done that, what you need to do next is connect your lamp holders. So if you want to connect it, what you do is this. Peel off your wire. Peel it off. You look for where it is written capital letter N, which is neutral. Capital letter N represent neutral, and neutral is a black cable. It's connected. So if you've done that, you repeat the same process with your red cable, which is your line. This is the output that controls this lamp. If you've done that, you leave it here. You repeat the same thing. Remember, this side here, it is just one black. You connect it. But this other side, we have 2 blacks. So what you do is you join the both blacks together, the both neutral together. You join it together. You join it together. Now you've done that, you repeat the same thing. You join the black together. And I'll explain the reason why you need to join the neutral and the black together. After I must have done connecting this lamp. Now, let me explain the reason why this neutral needs to be all connected together. So now, remember, this one comes from the distribution board. So if we don't connect this one together, all the neutrals together, if I connect this here, there won't be light here. The circuit is not complete since the neutral is not connected to that one that comes from the distribution board. So you join the neutrals together. Now, join this one together. You connect it together. Please, if you are new on this channel, just subscribe. Click the subscription button. Click the subscription button. Now you. Everything is done. The neutral connection is done. It's now left for us to connect the switch. It's now left for us to connect this switch. Open your switch. If you look carefully here, you will see, if you look very well, you will see L1, L2, L3 and L4. So this L1 is 1 gang, the L2 is 2 gang, L3 is 3 gang. So now what you need to do now is, if you look very well, this L1 here controls this side, and there's a demarcation here, there's a straight line here. It controls this side of the switch. This one, this L1 controls this side, while the L2 controls this side, 1, 2 and 3. While the L1 has control of this 1, 2 and 3. The L2 has 1, 2 and 3. While the L3, which is number 3 gang, 1, 2 and 3. While the L4, 1, 2 and 3. That's how it is. So what you need to do now is, how do you connect this live wire to power these 4 lamps? what you do is you get your wire, since there won't be any point of we sending 4 wires from the distribution board to each of the supply of this switch. So what you need to do is you loop. We call it looping. So now if you look very well, the L1 of any switch system is the live. That's where the live will be connected. This L1, which is one GAN side, is the supply. This is where the supply will be. The L2 is where the supply, the maize that comes from the distribution board, will be connected to the L1. While the 2 side, which is the L2, is where the supply will be connected to as well. The L3 also, the L4 also. Why this other side? The reason why you connect it at the L1 is for it to be on and switching off appropriately. Because if you connect the supply at the L11 or the L12, it will not give you the result what you want. So now you loop the supply. You connect from the L1 here. You connect it. Then you loop it to the L2. You look for the L2. All right. You connect it to the L2. Connect it to the L2. Connect it to the L2. Now you connect it to the L2. Connect it to the L2. Loop it to the L2. This is the supply. You loop the supply to the L2. Then this other one, which is the L3, you repeat the same thing too. You loop it to the L3. Loop it to the L3. Loop it to the L3. Now the L4, which is the last. Now, if you look very well, you see we started from here, the L1. It takes the supply from here to here, which is the L2. Then from this L2, it picks from this L3, which is where the supply will be connected to. Then from this L4, this one here, this is the L4, you connect it with the one that comes from the distribution board to enable it distribute light to the 4 side. So now you link it up together. You connect it to the L4, the last one. Connect it to the L4. Connect it to the L4. So if you're watching this video, please just like and follow. So if you've done that, our connection for the supply is done. What you do next is, since you want this switch to be flipping down, we all know that when a switch goes down, it's on. When it goes off, it's off. So what you do is, the branches that goes, the output that goes to each of the lamps must be connected to the L11. The L11, this other side, L11, there's an L1 and a small one attached to it. That's where you connect the first one. If you want this side of the lamp to control it, you connect it here. Then the 2 side, repeat the same thing you did from the L11. You connect it to the L2 and a small one attached to it. If you look very well, you see L2 and a small one. You connect it up. If you've done that, look for the other one. I will explain the reason why you need to connect it to that L1 and not any other side. Now, this other one, you connect it to L3 and a small one attached to it. You connect it there. Then this other one, which is the L4, you see a smaller one attached to it as well. You connect it up. So the reason why we did this like this, the reason why we connected this the reason why we connected these branches to the L11 of this side is because we want the switch. When you switch it down, it will be on. But we connect it elsewhere. If you switch it up, that's when it will be on, and the connection is wrong, but the light will still be on. That's just it. Likewise, this other side. So this connection is done. Our switch connection is done. Done with the connection. Install our lamps. Alright, the changeover is done. So let's test if there is light. The changeover. Bring it down. It's a multimeter. Test it. Test it. Okay, it's reading 127 volt. So there is light. You switch this on. These are breaker that powers this lighting point. Flip it up. So now let's run our testing. Alright, it's on. This one here controls this. You can see there's light here, but these three are off. We are on here. You see, it's controlling this. Why this one controls this? Why this controls this? So now let's assume you want to switch this one off. You just switch it off while others are still on. And this one, both of them are off. While this one's are on. You switch this off. You switch off. You on anyone you feel like on it. Switching on. So this is how to connect a 4-way switch. So thank you for watching. So if you're new on this channel, just subscribe and turn on the notification button so that whenever I post new videos, you will be the first to be notified that I've posted a video. So thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.